This is our new show about the matchmakers. This is going to be brought to you from an urban Native American perspective, a mixed perspective, and a secular perspective. So let's dive right on in. So I did not review this last week. I was laid up. My back was just, oh, it was terrible. So I decided I need to take a little break. So I did catch up, and I got to see. I was watching it as I think it was like around last night, and I was seeing Shay and everything like that. Because so my interest right now is kind of Shay because I know she's going through, she's trying to get back in the dating scene and what are they called? The duo. So they're trying to help her. And this whole Joseph, is it Joseph and Paris situation? I mean, I'm still not convinced that they're like a couple, but we got to see them interact with her family, and I mean, the dad definitely seems to have a good relationship with Joseph and everything. And Paris wants to get married. She's like, listen, basically crap or get off the pot. She's a cute girl. She can find somebody, right? Easily. So, well, maybe not in Atlanta. Maybe Atlanta. I hear that women to man ratio is really off, and like, the salary, the women, the male to female salary ratio is kind of skewed as well, so maybe it's harder to find somebody. So yeah, so we see Shay, like she's getting ready to get some more advice about going, on a date, and she's there with her other buddy who's that other matchmaker. And we see her get to go out, we see her on a date, and it's interesting because she's really giggly, she's really sweet, and she's definitely my favorite person on the show. And I was wondering because remember, you guys, I was saying like I wonder if she's gonna pick like a white guy or something like that, because I know she had expressed interest in dating interracially before, because she has in the past. So she seemed to be kind of into this guy, or she seemed to be into at least the practice mode of it or whatever. I don't know if she'll settle with that guy. I don't. I mean, I kind of doubt it. She's just getting back into the dating scene. So we also saw Ming and all of her stuff. Now, is it me or Ming? Does Ming seem a little? I don't know. She seems a little distant. I don't know. It just seems like she's. I don't know what the word is. Like she doesn't really. She seems a little like she's not always telling the full story. Okay, that's what I'll say. She doesn't seem like she's so forthcoming, and I kind of don't like that she put Shay in like a category of someone who fights and who's like ghetto and stuff like that. Because I mean, it was a little bit, to me it was like, oh, look at her, she's, oh, look how she's acting. You're arguing back with her as well, and she wasn't like saying like, you don't know me, you don't, she wasn't taking off her earrings and greasing up her face or anything like that. Like, how do you get ghetto from that? So you know what, normally I am not into people crashing other people's parties, but I kind of understood, I wouldn't have done it, but Shay wanted to make sure that she's showing not just me, but to the matchmaking world, when Ming threw her birthday party slash singles mixer, that she did not invite Shay to. She wanted, Shay wanted to show the world, okay, listen, I'm not invited to this, but hey, I'm not some, ghetto, whatever, fighting, cursing in public and stuff like that. Like, she really carries herself with grace. I mean, just because they had a little tiff doesn't make somebody ghetto. Like, I don't, I mean, is this what you're getting from your, I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And I think that, when you're in interracial marriage, sometimes you got to be a little careful sometimes too, that you're not projecting like the things that you don't want in a partner from your own group onto people that you're around, because since you now have found the partner that you like, so now you're kind of looking down at other people. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And just, she's just shady. I mean, that's the word I'm looking for. She just seems a little bit like the shady one on the cast. So I don't know. I really wasn't into it. And then the husband didn't show up or whatever, and you know this whole situation of her business being, up here now at the height of at the peak of whatever, and her husband's like just like ready to retire. So is there an age difference? Like, what is going on that he would want her to kind of drop it all now. She doesn't seem, she's not old. So, I mean, well, we'll never know her age, right? She was sitting there trying to do the math, like do the not math, so that we couldn't figure out how old she was when she introduced to us her adopted mom. Let's see, who else? The duo. Oh, yeah. So we got to meet the boyfriend of one of the ladies from the duo. I don't know their names. The one who there's a darker skinned one and then a lighter skinned one. The darker skinned lady whose boyfriend works in Detroit, and like they're trying to figure out their long distance situation. And I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be tough, because like eventually you'll get to a point where you get tired of traveling all the time, and like she said, we have to follow our own advice as matchmakers. We tell people long distance relationships, you have to have a plan. So, I mean, she's such a boss lady. I don't know. I mean, and she shouldn't give up her business or anything like that. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with them next week. But so now that and Paris and Joseph, well, no, I can't say they're engaged. Joseph has Paris's father's permission, his blessing to get married. So we'll see. They're probably, I don't know. Is this a storyline? What do you guys think? They just got to have something because, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not buying it. But anyway, so hopefully next week we'll get to see a little bit more about Shay and her client. That's a little bit hard to match. It sounds like she may have found somebody for her, which would be really great. And we'll get to see Ming and her shadiness and shading, middle class matchmaking. I mean, how low is that? Oh, whatever that middle thing, that middle income class, matchmaking. I thought that was just so tacky of her. Come on, Ming, give me a break. So anyway, that's it, guys. So I will see you guys next week and we will reconvene. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave some comments, subscribe, turn your notification bell, and we'll see you then. Take care, stay safe, and chipis alacho.